Hello, I'm Wen Joo, a dietitian with NUH.
And I'm Jason, an executive chef of NUH. Wen Joo, do you know the origin of chicken rice?
Of course, I know it's originated from Hainan Island in southern China. And I also know that over time, this humble dish consisting of sliced chicken with rice cooked in chicken broth has become Singapore's unofficial national dish.
We have worked on a healthier recipe on this dish and we are going to show you how to prepare it. This recipe will serve about 5 people and these are the ingredients of this chicken soup.
Hainanese chicken rice is often perceived as unhealthy because of the amount of fat that it contains. In this healthier version, the oil and the fat used is about half of the usual version. The type of fat in our diet can also affect our cholesterol level, and one way to control it is by replacing saturated and trans fats with unsaturated fats. For our rice preparation, we have switched from using chicken fat to vegetable oil and margarine.
Wen Joo, but not all vegetable oil are healthy?
Yes. So there are vegetable oils such as palm oil and coconut oil which are very high in saturated fats and should be avoided.
We will also use the chicken soup to prepare the rice. Now I will cut the veggie into small pieces for the soup. Wen Joo, what is your favorite part of chicken rice?
Okay, I like chicken, especially chicken breast, because chicken breast is lower in fat and I always like boneless protein on my plate. So because of these reasons, chicken has become my favorite protein of all times.
I will put the vegetable, red date and soya bean into the pot and put in 6 liters of water. We use high heat to boil the soup. Once the soup starts boiling, reduce to medium heat and let it simmer for 3 hours to release the flavor of the vegetable. Chicken rice is not complete without the sauce. I'm going to teach you how to prepare the superior light sauce and chili sauce. The superior light sauce we'll be using to drizzle over the chicken and pak choy later.
In a chicken rice dish, most of the sodium comes from the soup and the sauces. Excess sodium in the diet may contribute to high blood pressure, so for better health, we should only take about 2000 mg of sodium per day, which is about 1 teaspoon of salt. Hey chef, how do we cut down the sodium of the sauce?
I cut down the light soya sauce and add more fresh ingredients for this sauce. Here are the ingredients for the sauce. We start off by cutting the lemongrass. Then I cut the ginger into slices. I will then put the lemongrass, ginger, pandan leaf, coriander leaf, water, light soya sauce and oyster sauce into the pot to boil at high heat. After the sauce starts boiling, reduce to medium heat and allow it to simmer for 1 hour. Then take out the ingredient using a strainer. Then we add in sesame oil and Chinese white and the sauce is done. For our Muslim friend, you may wish to exclude the Chinese wine for the sauce.
And how can we have chicken rice without the chili sauce? Chef Jason, what kind of chili sauce do you like?
I prefer more spicy and a bit of sour. Here's the ingredient for the chili sauce. I will cut all the ingredients into small pieces. Put them into the blender and add water. Then we blend the ingredient well.
Chef, can I have a try of this chili
Sure.
sauce? It's really tasty. This sauce is spicy with a touch of sourness and acidity from the natural ingredients. The taste is very similar to the classic chicken rice chili sauce but less salty. So this is really a healthier version of chicken rice chili sauce that you must try at home.
We go back to the chicken soup now. It's been about 3 hours now and the flavor of the vegetable have been released. We will now place the chicken into the soup to cook for 70 to 80 minutes at low heat with the pot covered. We will switch off the fire and let the chicken simmer for 6 to 7 minutes. Remember to keep the lid on the pot to trap the steam, and is how we make the chicken tender.
My mother taught me that there are 2 ways to check if the chicken is cooked. The first way is to see if the chicken has floated up. If it does, then it's cooked. The second is to stick a chopstick into the thigh part of the chicken. It should go through the chicken smoothly. The juices should run clear and has no blood.
Yes, Wen Joo, your mom is right. At this point, if the chicken is still not cooked, place it back into the pot and cover it with a lid for another 1 or 2 minutes to let it simmer. It is cooked, then put in the ice bath for about 10 minutes. This will stop the cooking process and give the chicken a silky texture. I will also cut away the skin and fat for the chicken and debone it. Now that we have the chicken soup, we can prepare the rice, and these are the ingredients.
You may wish to consider mixing in some brown rice to the white rice, as it contains more fiber, vitamin B and nutrients.
A lot of people think that brown rice is not tasty compared to white rice. I have a tip to make it tasty. All you need to do is to soak the rice overnight. This will soften it and allow the better absorption of flavor. Now I'm going to show you the steps on how to prepare the rice. I will chop the shallot and garlic finely. Next, I will slice the ginger. I use old ginger as it's more fragrant and spicy. Then I will cut the lemongrass. The usual chicken rice we eat is very fragrant because the chicken fat is used. But I have a secret weapon.
What's your secret weapon, chef?
It's soft margarine.
Yes, remember to use soft margarine and not hard margarine. Hard margarine contains saturated fat and should be avoided.
Heat up the soft margarine and the vegetable oil in a pan. Then put in the shallot, garlic, ginger and lemongrass to fry them until they turn fragrant. Now we put the washed rice in the pot. Then add in chicken soup and fried ingredient and pandan leaf into the pot of rice. Mix the rice with these ingredients. Add in some salt to taste. Cook the rice in the rice cooker until it's fully cooked and fluffy. When the rice is cooked, remove the fried ingredient and the pandan leaf, then fluff it with a rice batter. We do this because the margarine will float on the top of the rice. Fluffing the rice helps mix in the margarine and make the rice more fragrant.
Chicken rice is sometimes served with achar, which has quite a high sodium level. In this recipe, we are replacing pickled achar with fresh vegetables. Vegetables, especially green leafy ones, have higher dietary fiber, which promotes bowel movement. They are rich in vitamins, minerals, and can reduce blood cholesterol levels. The best part is, vegetables give you a feeling of fullness but does not add much calories to your meals.
I'm going to prepare a very simple vegetable dish to go with the chicken rice. We need to set aside this ingredient. Remember to wash the ingredient. I boil some water. When the water boils, I add in pak choy and brine for about 2 minutes. Take them out after cooking and put them into an ice bath to stop the cooking process and keep them crunchy. The ice bath prevents the pak choy from turning yellow and give it a nice green color. Now I mix the superior light sauce into the pak choy. I will cut the cucumber and tomato into the thin slice. I will chop the chicken into bite-sized slices and put in some superior light sauce. The rice will be scooped up using a small bowl to shape it into a nice dome shape to be placed on the plate. Tomato and cucumber slices are placed next to it. Don't forget to serve the chili sauce on the side.
This looks so delicious. Can I try it?
Of course, let me know what you think.
I will try the chicken first. Initially, I thought this chicken would be quite dry because it's chicken breast, but it turns out to be quite soft and tender. The texture is really perfect.
Wen Joo, how about rice?
Okay, let me try the rice. I love the aroma of the rice. The flavor is strong, although we are not using any chicken oil. The fragrance comes from the natural vegetable and chicken broth that we boiled previously. I'm glad that I have a chance to try a healthier version of chicken rice today, and I'm really amazed by Chef Jason's recipe.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed this video. It's a healthy dish to make for your family and friends.
Yes, even a home chef like me can replicate it easily.
We would like to wish all Singaporeans a happy National Day
And a happy birthday to Singapore!